To the last video, I have explained the problem 36. Now onwards, I will move on to 37 on number sums. So 37 says, simplify an expression given. Simplify the expression given with help of the rule BODMAS. So this rule is not new for you, I understand, and it is very old, and at the preliminary stage of your academic career you might have learned about this, but still to refrain your memory or refresh your memory, you can say, I just bring some problem on that, one or two, so that will definitely give you a sort of refinement on your memory. So the expression given is 3y7 of 4y5 of 20 and 25 square minus 24 square. So this is the expression. Now I like to explain the BODMAS. BODMAS from the left to right, it is the hierarchy on which you have to work for an expression. Let's say any expression is given. So I will start with the function that is coming first on the left hand side, and then after towards the end. So B stands for bracket, is of this division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So if I apply this, I can see there is two functions, one is bracket, one is off. Other than that, other is negative. So as because it is coming under the bracket, so to do the operation of bracket, it will already cover negative. So need not to think. So what I will write, I will up to this 20 I will write. So first I will move on this. So this is nothing but a square minus b square. So that is 25 plus 24, that is 49, and other one is 25 minus 24, that is 1. So it will remain with 49 only. So other things, of means nothing but to replacement of multiplication. So the of can be replaced by multiplication. Okay, so this thing will stand like that, because 20 into bracket something, so into is this nothing is said, the consecutive number and the bracket followed, so that means this to be related with a multiplication, that you know. So then further no other operation is pending, so this all are multiplication. So straightway start simplifying. So this will give you this much. So 3 into 16 into 7, that means 16 into 21 you can say. So if I do it, 6, 32, 33. So this will be an answer. Moving to the next, 38. This will again on the basis of BODMAS. I am just straightway writing the expression. This 38 is again on the using the BODMAS. The expression is given 105 plus 206 minus 550 divided by 5 square plus 10. Now you can see there are several functions, plus your bracket, minus, division, plus. Now this square of some number, it is not covering in BODMAS. So if I simplify this by calculating the value of it, it won't change any part of the expression. So there is no harm if I write it at the first step along with the bracket function. When I will compute the bracket function, it will not harm or deviate any sort of the form of the expression. So I will start with the bracket. So this will give you 311 minus 550, and I will write it like that. So the expression will be simplified further. 5 square means 25. Now the next function that I will compute is division, because in BODMAS after bracket multiplication there is no of, then division is come, the division is there before plus or minus, so division result will be 22 plus. Now few of the students may arrive in a trouble, they starts adding this and this together, but this has to be cleared in mind that whatever sign a number carrying along with that, it is the property of that number. You should not think other way around. Whatever I am saying, you will just keep it in mind once and for all. Whatever sign a number carrying is, it is the property of that number only. Okay, so if plus sign is with 10, so this plus sign belongs to 10, minus sign belongs to 22, and here nothing is means we have to think of a positive sign here. Now the next steps, you have to bring all positive sign in a bracket and all negative sign in a bracket along with a plus sign in between. So all negative numbers has to be kept in one bracket with a positive sign in between all numbers, and a single minus will be there outside the bracket where I kept all negative sign. So that means if it's 22, let's say there is 1 minus 10 also. So what I will do, I will put 22 here, 10 here, and in between the sign will be positive, and of the negative signs it will come outside the bracket. Okay, for the sake of understanding I am explaining, whereas it is not containing any 10 further. So the number which will be comes under bracket all positive together in one bracket, minus, as it is only 22, I will keep it in one bracket. So then further, as you know, the bracket will come here. Here I can bring bracket to distinguish the number. There is no harm in bringing any additional bracket. That will assure you, you have to do the bracket function first and then the subtraction. So there will not be any confusion if you bring an additional bracket here. So this is very simple, but you have to keep it for whole life, because this there most of the students make mistakes. Okay, so this is 321 minus 22. Now you can remove the bracket because already you have computed the sum inside the bracket, so you can remove it, and now the result will be this one. Okay, moving to the problem 39. The 39 problem says, when a number is divided by, when a number is divided by 156 gives remainder 29. Yes, if the number is divided by 13, then what is the remainder? Okay, so there is a number which when divided by 56 gives 29 as a remainder. So if it is the same number is divided by 13, what would be the remainder then? So first I have to establish the number. What would be the number? Now if I divide something by 156, let's say this is number in between, and you are getting 29, so I can array this number such a way that if the number is represented by A, I am getting a quotient this and this, after subtracting I am getting 29. So what would be your number? As a rule, this multiplied by this plus this. So number A would be 156 into A as a quotient plus 29 would be the number. Okay, so this is very simple. The concept of the division. If something is divided by some number, I'll get definitely a quotient and a remainder if I getting. So number will be this divisor into quotient plus your remainder. Then is the dividend. So if I get the dividend like that, now the dividend I am getting is 156, that quotient plus 29. Now my task is to divide this by 13 and find the remainder. So let's try. If I distribute the number in two parts, then what would be your answer? This part, it is 12a. Now 12 into a is definitely a quotient, means it is definitely it is an integer, and multiplied with the 12 I will definitely get an integer 2. So that means this is a perfect divisible. 156 is perfect divisible by 13, because 156 I am getting by multiplying 12 into 13. This is the two factor of 156. One of the two factors. There may be some more factors, but this can be written as 12 into 13. Okay, so now if it written by 12 into 13, so by dividing 13 I will get 12a. So this is a perfect integer. So there I will not get any remainder. Let's try this number. 29 by 13 is definitely, I will give you 2 as a quotient and the 3 as a remainder. Okay. Now if I erase all this number, so if I finally say that what is the quotient I am getting here, it is 12a plus 2 as a, because this is an integer, but this is the quotient I am getting, okay, and 3 as a remainder I am getting. So overall I can say that the same number, if it is divided by 13, I will get 3 remainder. This will be my answer. Okay, moving to next, that is number 40. It says 59 whole to the power 8 minus 57 whole to the power 8 is exactly divisible by which of the following? Which of the following number? This is the following number. Okay. So numbers are given 119, 118, 116 or 120. Out of this number, which could be the perfect divisor, that means out of which would be the which would be one of the factor for this. So how will I decide? Because this is to the power 8. If I go on multiplying 59, that will be very cumbersome. Rather, if I see the equation, I can see it something like that. So now this can be expressed as the minimum factor will be a minus b, and then followed by a plus b, a square plus b square, and a to the power 4 plus b to the power 4. If I express it, it will be something like that. How will I get it? Because if I assume this is to the power square minus b to the power 4 by square, it is a plus b, a square minus b square. So I will get a to the power 4 plus b to the power 4, one factor, and other one is 4 minus b to the power 4. So now further, if I divide this one, I will get a square plus b square, because this is nothing but power of 4, that means square of square. So a square plus b square, a square minus b square. Further dividing, I will get this. So this way I can expand the expression, and the minimum factor that I will get this or this, because this would be the smallest factor. Now let's see what would be the value for a minus b. A minus b is equal to 59 minus 57. it is 2. So 2 is not there in the option. So let us try the other one. Other one is 6, 116. So 116 is the one of the factors. So I will take this as an answer. Understood? Because they need the division by which exactly divisible by which of the following. There may be other options because this would be an option. So I have to go by the options what is available here. So I will start with the minimum. Minimum if it is 2 there, 2 also could be an answer. But here it is given as one of the answer is 116. So this will be your answer. Okay. So up to this for today. And next class I will bring from 41 onwards. Thank you.